Hello, everybody. Welcome to Minnesota Sports HQ. I'm Ben,
And I'm Gabe.
and let's give all a warm welcome to Gabe for coming on the channel. Now, brilliant game today between the Vikings and the 49ers. It was very entertaining. Yeah, let's just get straight into some stats. Kirk Cousins, 20 for 36, 244 yards, 2 touchdown passes, earns him a 95 quarterback rating for the day, and running game, not the strongest, but Latavius Murray and Dalvin Cook combined for 82 yards of rushing. Dalvin Cook also had 55 yards of receptions, too, which makes up for his lack of running. Only problem on the running game was Dalvin Cook losing a fumble. Seems to be a pretty common theme throughout the preseason and early season with fumble losses for our running backs. Now, receiving, we did much better. Adam Thielen had 102 yards receiving, as I already said. Dalvin Cook had 55. Diggs had himself quite an impressive game.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, they all really showed up. I mean, it was good to see the offense moving the ball, and kind of like you said before, with the run game not being super impressive. Dalvin Cook kind of set the bar high for himself last season before he got injured, when he was breaking tackles left and right. That's kind of the expectation that I have for him going forward in this season. So, I mean, with the combined rushing and receiving yards, that was really good to see. But I'd love for, more yards to come out of the backfield from him.
Yep,
sure.
Certainly. Dalvin Cook did show some elusiveness, getting through some tackles, but as far as his first game being back from a torn ACL, I think we'd both take this.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely accept that a lot.
All right, so Gabe, I want to hear one. What was your favorite thing about the game today?
Well, the defense just shut down San Francisco on pretty much all fronts. Passing, I think we could have seen a little bit more tension between our defense and their receivers. They definitely moved the ball pretty well in the passing game on us, but we just shut the run down on all fronts. I mean, Breida was able to walk away with 46 yards, so averaging 4.2. I mean, he's a good running back, so the fact that we held them to that, I think, was pretty impressive. And with all of the turnovers we had, I mean, 3 interceptions and then 1 recovered fumble, with another one being forced. I mean, that's the defense that we saw last year, and I'm expecting big things out of our front.
Yeah, for sure. So +3 on the turnovers already after week 1, and that's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
And alluding to that point, Jimmy Garoppolo only had a 45.1 QB passer rating with his 3 interceptions on the day, 1 return for a pick 6, of course, which we all love to see. And with that, Mike Hughes is the first Minnesota player to have a pick 6 as a part of his debut as a rookie. So that's
a good start for him.
That's very impressive. A lot of people slated him when we drafted him, that's for sure, saying we could have gotten a lineman, but he's worked out well so far.
Yeah. Made me happy this game that I traded Jimmy Garoppolo on fantasy before the season started. So
very good place.
it was a good move. I mean, he was moving the ball pretty well, but with all the interceptions, I'm just kind of glad I dodged that bullet.
Oh yeah, you dodged that bullet. All right, so really positive performance, but Gabe, if you had to name a negative from this performance, what was the most negative part of the game today?
That's a tough one. I think I'd like to see definitely a more aggressive rushing offense on our part. I think the biggest Achilles heel for the Vikings has always been their offensive line. And they invested in picking up a few really good offensive linemen, but just honing that in more and making sure that Cousins has the protection he needs, I think is going to be really important moving forward because that's always been our problem in Minnesota. So yeah, basically just the offensive lineman giving Cousins more time because you could see, the defensive line from San Francisco got through. They had way too much penetration, and with how well we handled their team, I think that was okay for this game. But we're gonna have much tougher opponents coming up in the future. So.
Yep, and let's keep in mind that they were missing their 2 starting linebackers, and they still stacked Cousins 3 times.
Right.
And he was pressured a lot more times than that.
Yeah.
He made some incredible plays to keep our drives alive.
Right.
So overall, good game by the Vikings. I'm actually really happy about my prediction for this week. I actually predicted us to win 24-12.
Wow.
And we won 24-16. So
that was a good game.
You know what? Clearly that deserves a subscription because of that predicting wizardness.
Ring those bells.
That's right. That's right. That's for sure. So thank you for joining us, Gabe.
Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you on, and hopefully we'll be bringing more positive news throughout the Vikings game this season. Super Bowl or bust? Possibly.
Undefeated week 1, so I mean we're off to a good start.
That's right. I mean, heck, the Saints lost to the Buccaneers.
Yeah, so. Amen to that too.
But anyway, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Ben.
Hope you guys all have a good day. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Have a good night, everybody.
Take care, guys.